in the building. How are you doing today, Malika?
I'm doing good. Excited to be here to talk some WNBA preview.
Jordan, how are you feeling today? Same thing with both of y'all. How are you feeling?
Was good, man. Was good.
Hopefully everything's well. Let's start off with our first topic. I was gonna ask which sleeper team do you feel like will crash the WNBA semifinals this season? Jordan, I guess I'll start with you.
So if we had to pick a team, if we had to pick a team that would crash the sort of establishment, so we're essentially not picking New York. We are not picking Minnesota. We're not picking the Fever, right?
Yeah, I'm good with
And
that.
then probably Vegas.
Okay.
Okay. So of those four teams, the one that would can probably make a jump into that top four, as I'm looking at it, it might be Seattle, man. I
Really?
I think Seattle is a pretty good roster. They are pretty experienced. I think a lot of this comes down to like I guess it comes down to your opinion of what you think you're gonna get out of Malonga this season. You know, I think like if you think that she is gonna be a super impactful player, then I can see this team at least challenging the Aces, right? For that, semifinal spot. I mean, Malonga, NECA, Skylar, like as like they have a strong enough front line to at least I shouldn't say neutralize, but at least make Wilson work a little bit, and maybe even make Collier work a little bit. So I think if I had to pick a team, if I was forced to pick a team, I'd probably say Seattle.
Am I
I
crazy?
would
Go ahead, Malika.
I would say a team that stands out to me, to be honest, is the Atlanta Dream. A
That was
season that can
that was my pick.
sneak in there. I like the. I mean, Brittany Griner. They changed coaching there, so they have a new philosophy, and then they brought in some key players like Brittany Griner. And I just think that they could be a formidable team. They already have some good shooters. They have some players that are really good on the defensive end. So health, your Jordan Canada is right now out with dealing with a knee injury, but I think that if they stay reasonably healthy, they could be a team that is challenging, throughout the season. So I'm a pick for that one. I'm gonna pick the Atlanta Dream.
So I'm gonna also go with Malika. So out of the top four, I either have Indiana or Las Vegas in the third or fourth spot, just depending. But I think Las Vegas is gonna take the third spot. And if we can't pick those four teams, I'm gonna pick Atlanta. I'm definitely gonna pick Atlanta. I like the Atlanta Dreams overall roster. I think that they're really complete.
Yeah.
Obviously, you got one of the better guards in the league with Ryan Howard. She's one of the best two-way
Hmm.
guards. Alicia Gray knocking down threes. Brianna Jones is gonna be a big pickup for them. She plays the game joyfully. She's back. She's healthy. And you got BG, who's been
Yeah.
shooting threes. BG has been shooting threes. So Brittany Griner is locking down the center. They're then they have the bench with Nas Hillman, Shatori Walker Kimbrough, Tahina
Yeah.
Pow Pow,
Yeah.
Pow pow.
Tahina Pow Pow, Pow 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 Pow. Love me some Pow
Yeah.
Pow.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think she could be starting before the end of the year. Honestly, I think she could be starting. It just depends on what Jordan Canada does or doesn't do. I like the Atlanta Dream. I think they're gonna finish at least fifth.
I see her at least coming
They're
off the
definitely
bench,
good.
starting
Yeah.
over Jordan Canada seems like a jump to
I
me,
don't
but
know. I don't know.
So since you guys both picked the Dream, how far do you think Seattle would go this year? Will go
I
this
got
year.
him at 10, which sucks
There's
because
at
I'm
10.
which is crazy.
There's,
no, I
there's
don't
nine
have him at
teams better
I
than
10.
don't.
I
better
haven't.
than
I have him
Mm-mm,
at 10. I have him at 10. I
no,
don't. Yeah, I got him at 10. I mean, I
they
maybe
did
I'm
lose
crazy. I
nine.
don't
Lloyd,
like their roster. I don't think their roster's that good. I don't think their roster's that good.
You think there's
so
nine
you
teams
don't
better
believe
than the
Lexi. I'm
Storm?
sorry, Jordan. Go ahead.
No, but
Can
I
you
mean,
try?
I'm just responding to Jambari. Like, you think there's nine teams better than the Storm?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm about to pull up the
Oh,
list for y'all right now. Yeah, I do. I do. I
Mm-mm.
don't. I think they'll be fighting for the eighth spot at worst, but I think it's gonna be like a dogfight between this. So this is what I have for like my standings
wow.
predictions. So I have Atlanta. A lot of people like or don't like that Los Angeles. I think Los Angeles is a really good team. Dallas, Chicago, either
They're
Phoenix or
strong
Seattle.
offensively.
Who?
I think LA can have some really good nights offensively, but defensively we'll see.
I think LA is going to be head and shoulders about better than Seattle, and I
I don't
think
see how you could say that.
between
I don't get it.
between 7, 8, and 9, I'm like, we'll see. Like maybe Dallas is fighting for eighth with Chicago, and
Where
then
do you have
maybe
this list
Seattle's gonna
at?
fuck
Where
up.
did you? Where
This
did
I
you?
put I put this on Twitter. It's on my Twitter page.
Yeah, which day did you post this? Because I'm
This
like,
is on May 12th. May 12th.
May
because
12th.
that
Yesterday.
I'm yeah. Wow, you have Dallas ahead of Seattle. What the heck?
I think Paige Bueckers is gonna be a better player than Skylar Diggins Smith this year, and I think or Skylar Diggins, and I
Did
think
you watch Skylar and Unrivaled?
I mean
I know that's three
She's
on
I
three.
watched
raging
I watched
Unrivaled,
Paige in the
man.
national
I
championship.
understand
You
there's
know
a
what I'm saying?
difference.
If we talk about stuff outside of the W,
This is the
Paige is
pros,
dominant.
though.
Yeah, but she's
Do you
also
think
playing.
the collective
I
talent
love
of
Paige. I'm a Paige
Seattle?
fan, but
I'm a Page fan too, man. Like,
I
do you
think
think
again,
that all that
offensively and
talent?
defensively, Skylar is better, but I think Paige is gonna have a better year playing with Enrique than Skylar will playing with insert Lexi Brown maybe.
okay. I mean, this is your opinion. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? We
I
all
mean
have
in the
and,
backcourt,
and
I don't see it. I don't see it. They have her and NECA, and then they have a rookie and Dominique, and then
okay.
if y'all are
But
relying, I like
that's
Gabby
Andrew
Williams, but if y'all are
Griffiths.
relying on Gabby for 20 a game, I don't know. I don't know if that's possible, or I don't know if that I don't know. I don't know. She's been a 12-point scorer her most of her career, and she's not an inefficient shooter. So, and it's not like I don't like Gabby Williams. It's just like
Oh, look, Gabby's
I
fun.
don't see
I
how they've gotten
Gabby's
better.
everything.
I don't see how they gotten much better, truthfully. And then Katie Lou got an ACL injury.
Yeah, that sucks.
Jordan Horston is out with an ACL injury.
Yep,
Mika
that
Mule is
sucks
out with an
too.
ACL injury.
True,
I don't think that
true.
Seattle's year is this year. I think it's next year when everybody comes back healthy and they're reloaded, and then they can get Dominique. And it goes back to what Jordan was saying about Dominique. If she's starting or if she's not starting, like it just depends. Like there's for me, it's just too many ifs. So
I think something that's flying under the radar that is gonna really shake up the standings, and I don't know how it's gonna play out,
Angel Reese,
or she ain't shaking up nothing. But
Angel Reese
like,
is picking up the standings. I'm telling you
so
now.
with the season extending by a couple of games, and all these rookies that play deep into the tournament are now coming to the league, and it's gonna be interesting to see whether the young players are gonna hit a wall, or is it the older players that are gonna have to kind of pace themselves. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because the season is just a different length. I just wonder how that's gonna play out this year.
We'll see.
Yeah, we will see. We will see this season, but
Maybe I'm crazy
um
about Seattle, but
no,
that's
I
just my
mean
thoughts.
that's your opinion. We'll see how it plays out. These are your standings and rankings. I haven't even put out a list on my
These are Jambari's thoughts, and Jambari's thoughts
I
alone.
think Connecticut is going to be better than people. I think Connecticut is going to be better than people think people have them ranked. They're not going to be 13th. I think they
It'll be
have some
between them
solid.
and Golden State, I think.
No, they have solid vets. I mean, I think that they're going to be. I mean, with Tina Charles, Marina Mabry.
Diamond is Shields on the
Um,
team too.
I think they could have. I think they have an interesting mix, and if they shoot 'em well, it could be a
Lindsey
long night.
Allen on that team
And then
too.
they're scrappy. I think that they're going to be better than people think they are. To be honest with you,
We'll see. I like Anissa Morrow, so I'm hoping for
Yeah,
her to get some clock. Sanaya Rivers to get some clock, but
JC Sheldon.
JC
yeah,
Sheldon, I feel like they're a developmental team. I feel like the answer is to
they
play them
they're
straight
that,
line.
but they also
Yeah.
I think they're a mix of a few things. I think they have some solid vets on that team. I just don't see them being the last team in the league. I don't. I don't see them being there. Like I don't see them being that low. I used to say, oh, Connecticut, Connecticut, but looking at them, how scrappy they were in that little preseason game, I don't know. I think they could be with the vets they have on that squad, how they play hard. I think this could be a team that surprises on some nights. I'm not saying I see them as a playoff performer, but I see them as being better than what people are giving
In
them
last
credit
place.
for with some of the players they have on that team. Um, so
Yeah.
that's where like who's the breakout star you have next on
Well, that's
here?
what I was getting ready to ask you, so we could get straight into it. So, who do you feel like will be a breakout star in the two end this season? And then I asked who you feel like is getting too much hype, but I'm not. Who do you feel like is going to be a breakout star this year? I got an answer too. If y'all don't know, I got one.
Go
It
ahead,
don't
you can
matter.
start. I gotta think on
I
this
think
one.
I'm gonna go with Rickea Jackson. I think Rickea will be a fringe top
I,
25
Yep.
player.
man, I hope so.
I hope
I
so
love
too.
Rickea. Rickea is one of my favorites. I really liked her since Tennessee. So I watched her in college. So I'm definitely a Rickea fan, and hopefully she's a breakout star.
Yeah, I think she's gonna
I
be
can
fringe
see
top
it. She'll
25.
be playing with Kelsey, and if if Los Angeles is winning games, I can see it. Like Paige is already a star, kind of. Um,
Yeah.
Dominique Malonga is, like if she's dunking all over the place, she could be a name that pops up. Like it depends on
Sure.
how her play translates over here. But part of me, Sonia Citron, um, like people already noticing how hard she plays. I hate that they lost Georgia Moore for the season.
Yeah, that sucks. Shout out
That
to
was a
Georgia.
big loss. But I'm thinking I agree with your Rickea Jackson take. I mean, Caitlin's already a superstar.
Well,
Um,
just to kind of with Rickea, I feel like the sparks are going to go as far as she takes them. Now, I feel
I
like
agree with that.
I feel like Kelsey's gonna have a big year, meaning like she's gonna be a monster, and then I
And
feel like
then you
Erica
have,
is gonna
yeah,
do her
yeah,
thing. But I feel like, but they're gonna the scout is gonna focus on the two of them. So I feel like Rakia has to be either take
Rickea
a
could be
step as
that
a
player
second or
that
third.
changes the
Yeah,
game.
she's
Yeah,
gonna have
that
to step up,
really
which I
impacts the
think she
game.
will. I think she will, and I think it'll be easier for her to do that because she has the two vets on their teams that are willing to kind of like let her shine and do what they do. The Sparks got a great roster. I like the Sparks roster a lot, so I'm expecting big things, and especially if they want to do well, she has to take the next leap to a fringe top 25 player.
Yeah, I agree on Rickea. She could be that player that stands out, but like in terms of the rookie, but if like what rookie could stand out, you know what I mean? Depending,
Oh,
I
that those are two different questions.
those are two different
No.
Yeah,
questions.
I was saying like as far as that, if you want to like I was saying breakout stars. So like, who do you feel like is gonna break out? Then the next topic that we're gonna talk about is which rookie besides Paige do you feel like is gonna dominate this year? And then Jordan, and then if you want to answer Malika, and if you want to answer either one,
I think a breakout star. I mean, I don't think she's gonna start because I think Cloud's gonna start. But I was gonna say Phoebich. I
nice.
mean,
That's a good pick.
I feel like she broke out last year. That's why I
yeah,
didn't say her.
yeah,
Well,
but
she
I
averaged
just
6 the game last year.
She's gonna she's on the
She
scouting
broke out
report
in the
now.
finals.
She's
She
literally on
definitely
the
did.
scout.
she,
So,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I think she performed well in the playoffs,
but
and
she just won
uh,
another championship in Spain.
yeah, I
So
Yeah.
mean, she's incredible. So, depending on what role she gets this year, her production.
Marine Johannes, but she already has followers in all different parts of the W community.
Yeah.
So, but I could see her her game. Sandy, our coach, is really excited about the leap her game has taken in general. Like she's gotten much better, she said, on both sides of the ball. And I was like, ooh. So I'm excited to
Yeah.
see.
She's a
Yeah.
pretty good point guard. I like her. Good backup. She's gonna be a good backup point guard for the Liberty.
Hmm.
Okay, so I guess speaking of point guards, which rookie besides Beckers do you feel like will have the biggest impact this season on the W? And I think
Sonia
you mentioned Sonya
Citron
Citron. Yeah, you mentioned
and
Sonya.
Dominique Malunga, depending on how she translates over to the W. For
I'm gonna go same team, different player. I'm gonna go Kiki Iriafen. I feel like she's gonna
Kiki too.
dominate.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I
for
feel like
sure.
she's gonna dominate to the point where Sidney Williams will be forced to start her. I feel like, and he's gonna have to
Yeah,
make Aaliyah Edwards just play the three,
yeah,
put Kiki at
Hmm.
the four, and then put Shakira at the five. I feel like
that's a
she's gonna
good
do
pick.
really well. That's my pick. So Kiki, shout out to Kiki. I think she's gonna do really well this year.
Yeah, yeah,
I think it's gonna be Malonga, man. When you watch footage of Malonga, it's
yeah,
like
man.
the
Only
best
19.
the best thing about her is that she plays big,
Yeah.
like the ball never goes under her waist. Even when she puts the ball on the floor, like the ball only like when she rips through, it's always high. So like she plays big, and she looks pretty strong. She's got a nice touch. Obviously the defense. Forget the dunking. Like even if she doesn't dunk, like she
Include the
she
dunking.
yeah, she just has like incredible presence down there. I
Yeah,
think
she does. Her
she
game is. I think it will
is
translate, but
good.
we'll see. We'll see.
They have her. I feel like what the only issue I take with Malonga is the fact that she's not starting and she's drafted number
I
2.
know,
I'm
I
like, how
know,
do you draft somebody this early and then
I
not
know.
start her? I'm like, and I know the question is who are you going to start her
Start
over?
her over who?
That's what I know. That's
I
the
know.
question. Who are you going to start
Yeah.
her over? The only thing I could think of, and I'm not saying that it's impossible, but I've seen her workouts at least, and in her workouts, she's pretty comfortable being on the perimeter. Now, I'm not saying turn her into a small forward, but what I am saying is if there is a chance to turn her into a perimeter player at a small forward position with that front court, I think that would be deadly. If you could give her some handles and put her at the 3, I think that
Mm.
would be the answer. I'm not saying that that's the answer now, but if there's some way, shape, or form she could get her dribbles up to the point where she's playing on the perimeter at the 3 spot, I think that would be the answer for that. But
Okay.
maybe I'm crazy. What? That sounds crazy. All right,
Yeah.
I asked this one. So which established? It's true. I mean, it only sounds crazy until it happens. But like Wemby is already on the block, and like Malonga, I'm telling you, she has a dribble. She can dribble well enough. The question is, can she dribble well enough against decent defenders? So, and she's 18, so you could really kind of mold
Yeah,
her.
19, right?
You can
19.
mold her into what you want her to. She doesn't have to stay a
Mhm.
big just because she's 6'8". You could change her into what you want her to become. So. Scoring lead. I'll go first. I'm gonna go Asia Wilson for scoring, Caitlin Clark again for assist.
Scoring.
Steals, I'm gonna go Enrique, and then blocks, I'll go Asia again. I'll go actually yeah, Asia. I'll go Asia or Camilla. I'll go Asia or Camilla. That's my answers.
Hmm.
You said scoring,
So just the top 5 categories. So scoring, assists, steals, and blocks. And then obviously rebounding
scoring,
is Angel Reese, if I didn't already mention that. My fault.
scoring
Angel
is.
Reese Award.
Yeah, that's like an
Yeah,
obvious
that's going to be
answer.
the Angel Reese Award. But
Yeah, yeah.
scoring, I would say Caitlin, because I think Caitlin is going to have that green light to just shoot the hell out of that ball. So I think that could be Caitlin right there. Assist Caitlin,
Oh wow.
because
If she
other
does that, she's gonna win MVP.
because the weapons she has around, I think she's going to have that green light to shoot to just to shoot
She
the to
she
shoot the
does that, she
ball.
gonna win MVP. That's
It could
impressive.
be Asia too, because of how Asia was. Asia is just Asia. Like, so it could be Asia. Like,
Yeah.
as a scorer, it could be one of. I think it's going to be one of those two. Um, Assists, I do think is going to be Caitlin, because I do think that people know she's a great passer, but I just think that the weapons that she's going to have around her that can shoot, I think that she can lead the league in assists again.
It's facts.
Number, like blocks, I think that's Asia. Um, I'm just picturing her blocking the hell out of the shot.
I was gonna say either Fee or Camilla as second, but yeah, I'm
Yeah,
with
yeah,
you.
yeah. Camille, I think Camilla could be there. If she stays healthy, it could be Camille. But I think Asia. I think Asia's going to lead the league in blocks. Steals. Steals. That one, I don't know. That could be a guard. Um, that one, I don't know actually. I
I'm
don't
not
even know
sure.
who. I don't even know who led the league in steals last
I
year.
want to say it was Enrique, so
It
I'll
was
pull
a
that up right
weekend.
now. Yeah,
Oh,
but I
then
picked her
I would
again.
say
I picked her again.
it could be Enrique, or it could be one or the other. It could be Enrique or Paige. So we'll see. Because we'll see what happens, but it could be Enrique again. But I have to say that one I'm less confident on. And
But it
rebound,
was here. I'll
it'll
pull it up
be
for y'all.
it'll
I'll
be
pull it up.
Paige. I mean, not Paige. It'll be Angel for rebounds.
Yeah, that's the Angel Reese
It'll
Award.
be Angel Reese per game in total. If she's healthy all season, it's going to be Angel Reese. It would have
But
been Angel last year if she didn't have to sit out the last few games.
yeah, I think we all acknowledge that it was Angels to lose, even though she led the rebounding category. Talking about Asia, so this is it last year for every category. Jordan, who you got?
I think this coming year is going to be the year of Napheesa. I think
Okay.
I
Yeah,
think
FISA, yeah,
I
Fee.
I,
I
I
think
think I think
she's
I think
MVP
he
this year. I
I think
do.
I think she's gonna win. I think she's gonna be the most valuable player.
I
I
think
think
she could
she
be MVP. Yeah.
I think she's gonna lead the league in scoring.
Oh wow,
Um,
you do. Okay.
I do. Yeah, I think CC's gonna lead the league in assists. I think Nafisa's gonna lead the league in steals. She was second. She was right behind Enrique
Yep.
last year. You know, blocks. I wrote down Ezzy and I've got Asia. You know, that'll be pretty close, and it'll be Reese for rebounding. But I really think Nafisa's just gonna she's
Go
just gonna
ham.
She can have a killer season this
I
year.
think she's gonna
She can.
I think she might sweep like everything.
Hmm. So I
No,
get let's. Oh, okay.
Asia's there. So, and Asia is the most. Asia has already said she's in the best shape she's ever been coming into a season. She is ready. I think
He
Asia.
is ready though.
I
Fee, you
think
seen her at
Asia and
Unrivaled. You
Fee.
saw Fee at Unrivaled.
I did, but I think Asia and Fee are going to be battling for those top awards all season.
Yeah.
All right. So Jordan, you just went into our first one. So you can keep going. So who's Depoy and who's Rookie of the Year?
I think Nafisa is gonna win MVP and Depoy. Rookie of the year, I think it's gonna be Paige. I think that's
Paige Bueckers, checkers from
yeah.
Beckers.
I think she's gonna do well. But yeah, man, I just I don't know. After seeing Fee in the playoffs, well, the regular season last year, the playoffs, unrivaled. I mean, she's just really, really good, man. I just think she's gonna win a bunch of awards this year.
Malika, who you got? MVP, Depoy, Rookie of the Year.
MVP. I actually funny thing is I do have Fee as the MVP. I think for a few reasons I have her as MVP because I think she'll be near the top of each of the big
Category.
Right.
categories.
Yeah.
I think that she could be defensive player of the year, but with Fee, she was right there last year.
Very.
And to some people, she will. I mean, Asia just had such an amazing season. You couldn't like give her MVP over Asia. But I think Fee is right there. I think part of it could be fatigue with Asia, and I think that Fee is going to have an amazing season. I do. I think she stays healthy. Her and Asia are going to be battling for these top categories all
Yeah.
season,
Yeah.
and I think it could be Fee, but I won't be surprised if Asia wins a fourth one. To be honest.
And that's what I was gonna go. My pick. I'm going Wilson.
Oh, I didn't. Let me do the up.
Oh, go, go. My fault. My fault. Yeah, please, please. My fault. I was gonna.
DPOY, I think it's either going to be Fee or Asia. Whoever doesn't win MVP,
What a
going
surprise.
to win, they're going to split the baby. Whoever doesn't win MVP is going to get DPOY and vice versa. So I think that's what they're going to do, like they did last year. So it's going to be Asia or Fee for that one too, and for Rookie of the Year. I mean, yeah, everyone's saying Paige, but it could be Dominica Sonia Citron. We'll have to see. Sonia impressed the hell out of me in the preseason, and I know it's preseason. I know it's preseason, and take it with a grain of salt. And Washington's not going to be all that great. So, with all that said, maybe Paige or Dominique. I mean, I do like the rookies on Washington, but that's mainly future building. Like I could see them in a few seasons being really like growing together and all that. But for this season, I think it's going to be the Dominique Malunga page after I think about it a little more.
All right. So to start with Rookie of the Year, I'm going with the number one overall pick, the one who I
Hmm.
feel like by the end of the year will be the second best point guard in the league at worst, and that is Paige Bueckers. Yeah, second best point guard in the league. I'm calling it now. I'm saying it now. I got her ranked right top 12 right now, probably
Hmm.
like top
Hmm.
15. So I got Paige as Rookie of the Year. For Depoy, I want to honestly say Angel Reese, but I think that's too premature. I think she needs one more year. I know you could look at me crazy, but she guards all five positions just like Fee. The only thing she doesn't do is get blocks like at a proficient rate.
Hmm.
So because of that, I will
I
pick
could see
Fee.
her getting there in a year or two, though.
Yeah, she just needs
She's
to
a
get
good
more blocks.
defender.
All she got to do is
She's a
get more
good
blocks.
defender.
That's
But
it.
that's
That's
going
all
to
she needs.
Asia or Fee, whoever doesn't get MVP. Who
So I
knows?
think I think I think Fee, yeah, I think Fee will get Depoy, and I think Asia will get MVP. and I think Asia will get MVP for the simple fact that we talked about this last time, Jordan. Fee did everything that you could have did to get an MVP.
She just didn't win it.
She just didn't win it. She
She
did
didn't win
everything.
it.
Her team got the second best seed. She
Yeah.
finished 1 or
Yep.
2 in most statistical categories.
Yeah.
It just
Mhm.
Asia had an insane year, and I
Any
think
other
that
year,
exactly. And I
pretty
think
much.
Asia is going to become the first player since Lisa Leslie to win back-to-back MVPs, and then before that, Cynthia
I
Cooper,
can see
who
that
also got a
happening
unit.
too.
So
I just think it's going to be between her and Fee. Like some people have Caitlyn up there. If
oh, for
Caitlyn leaves,
sure, Caitlyn
if
Caitlyn
Caitlyn
could win.
leaves,
I'm surprised if she will, but she's on the
I'll be
list.
surprised if she wins over those two people. But if she's leading in points and assists,
She's gonna win if she's
that's
leading. If
going
she's
to
leading
put
in
her
points and
right
assists,
there.
she's gonna win. She's gonna win if she leads the league in points and assists. Caitlin
Because
Clark will be your MVP.
she's gonna have
That's
carte blanche to
insane.
shoot the ball, and if that ball is falling and she's leading the league in assists, it could happen. But personally, I think it's Fee or Asia, one or the other.
And the other thing too, though, but that's also the part of it too, is like the defense. So it's like her, and that's what I'm saying. That's why I think that if she were to do both, meaning leading and scoring and assist, that means her offense is so far ahead of everyone else.
That her defense is
It doesn't matter. It wouldn't, and it's not like her
doesn't
defense is
matter.
bad.
It wouldn't
It's just that it's
in
not
terms of the
compared to
voters.
the other
Yeah,
two. It wouldn't be. It wouldn't. It can't. It doesn't compare to the other two.
yeah, yeah.
So yeah, that would be insane, honestly, if that were to happen. All right, one of our last topics is who do y'all got for most improved? I'm gonna go first. I'm gonna go Maddie Segrist from the Dallas Wings. I
Yep.
think I think she's on
That's who I was thinking about for breakout. Maddie could have a breakout
Maddie.
season.
Yeah, she's a good player.
She
She's gonna have a
could.
lot of
Yeah, she's
minutes.
good.
She's a good
That's who I
stretch
was
four.
thinking about. It was somebody that wasn't
I was like,
coming to mind. It's Maddie. That's
if it's not her, I'm gonna go with Jordan's favorite, Leonie Fievich. I think either her or Maddie will be in that running
I
for
love Leonie, but I
most
just think that
most improved.
she
She's
had a
good,
breakout last season.
but she
Um,
averaged 6 a game last year, so I feel like she's gonna average at least double that this year.
It's gonna come down to playing time. Whoever gets like the opportunity to
Oh, so
kind
it's gonna
of
be Fievich. It'll be Fievich probably, but yeah,
Nayara as well. Nayara Sabali had
she averaged
yeah.
5 a game
Yep.
last year.
if
She's gonna
she
have to do
follows
more.
up her final performance with a good season, that could be she could be getting talked about as well. But I love Phoebich. I mean, we need her. Like, I'm so
Absolutely.
glad that she'll be in New York. I mean, she'll be traveling with the team Thursday. So I don't know if she's playing because she literally just ended her season. Literally. So we'll see.
Crazy.
But
We'll see.
I think we're going to start choppy, but that's another story. But yeah.
That's not good. Well, I got
I
y'all.
think another person that
I'm
might
mad Lainey
get.
Hamilton hurt. Go ahead, Jordan.
I think another person that might. I don't know if she's actually gonna like improve as a player, like so much like she actually improved, but she'll probably get voter consideration. Is probably Rickea Jackson.
Oh,
You
for
know,
sure. Yeah.
yeah, like I don't know if she got a lot better from like year one to year two. You know, I mean she probably did, but in terms of like the exposure
I
and the
think
voter
she'll be
consideration,
given I think she'll be given a rope with this new coach
yes,
because
yeah,
of her offense.
yeah,
Um
opportunities and
this is
yeah.
a coach that wants to shoot the three ball. This is a coach
Mhm.
that, really wants to shoot in that ball. So, like offense, offense, offense. But I also think defensively she improved. So I think Rickea can really she can have a good season this year.
Who do y'all feel like will be a
All the
first? Oh,
spread.
no, you're good. Who do you feel like will be a first-time All-Star this year? And I got a name for that too. I meant to ask that, but who do y'all feel like will be a first-time All-Star? If you want me to go first, I'll.
First time All Star, Paige Bueckers.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
she's.
I think she's gonna get the votes.
Oh, wow, that would be
Mhm.
crazy. Again,
I mean,
good for
that's
her.
her fan base. Her
So
fan base.
my second in the WNBA at point guard spot, that wasn't too far off. Okay. Now I feel much better, much more encouraged.
I think that who can get a first time
All-Star nod.
all-star nod besides Paige. Who didn't get one last year that I want to say Rickea, but I don't think LA votes for her votes like they should. Um but she could possibly earn it, but I don't know if LA is going to vote the way that they should for her. That's my only because she would need a strong fan vote, I think. Um
Uh,
but Paige, I think, is a right call because she'll have the fan base that will have, and she'll get some media votes. I
I
think
And
got it.
she'll.
So I got a name.
Cardoso.
Yes. How did you know I was gonna?
Camilla, I would
No,
love
I,
that.
I
That
just,
was
I
my
just like
pick.
can
I would
always
love for her to get the votes
read
for
your
that
mind,
media
bro.
and
That was my
fan.
pick, Jordan. I don't know how you knew
I
that,
know,
but yeah,
man.
yeah,
I
that was my
know.
pick.
Like a
It's
fans,
preparation. I just
fans are
know how you
voting for
think.
Angel, they can also vote for Camilla. That's
Because if you're gonna have six front, so if they're doing it East and West, because they're not gonna have the Olympics this year, so it's not gonna be USA versus everyone
that's
else.
true. That's
So
true.
if it's six front court, six back court, can you name
Hmm,
5 or 6 more front court players in the East that are gonna make it before Camilla? And the answer I don't think is yes.
I don't think so.
I
Yeah,
don't think
I mean
so.
Aaliyah, Angel, Jonquel, and then it's pretty much open
Really.
season. It's open season
Um,
for anybody.
yeah. We'll see.
So yeah, I definitely think Camilla will get All Star. Not she.
Camilla is a good goal because East versus West. But yeah, it I don't see how Camilla won't make it. I mean, you have Stewie.
Brittany
Yeah,
Griner will be there. Brittany Griner will be
Brittany
there. That's
Griner would be
5.
there because she's in the
That's
East.
4.
So you have Brittany Griner, Camilla Cardoso,
Angel and Jonquel.
Stewie,
Stewie.
Angel. That's four right there.
Jonquel.
Boston, Boston,
Jonquel. Who?
Aaliyah Boston.
Aaliyah Boston.
Leah Boston. Oh, Leah's getting in
Yeah, that's
because
6.
those
That's the
Fever
That's
6.
fans,
6. Yeah.
That's the
those
6.
Fever fans, and it's in Indiana. Oh yeah, and if there's somebody else that's a post there, they'll get into. So we'll see
That's the 6 right
because
there.
Indiana votes for their people. That's for sure.
Shout out to the Fever fans. Shout out to the Fever fans. But yeah,
They vote. That's what I mean. Team bases really need to vote because one thing about the Fever fan base, they don't play about their people. So they vote. Like I'm gonna be on New York about voting. Like we need to vote. We need to vote. We'll show up to the games. That's for sure. But we also need to vote.
so yeah, I think she gonna make her first All Star now. So shout out to Milla. All right, now the last thing we had on the list, Jordan and I, we compiled the list, and we also had a few other writers. Why are you doing that? We,
Oh, are you talking about the list, the top 100?
what are your thoughts on our list? So I kind of tweaked it a little bit, Jordan, but this is our first top 10. We're not. It's not
You
completely
tweaked
done.
our list?
Just a little bit, slightly. Like some names and numbers. Like I took Cam off. Cam Brink is not on our list. Cam
What
Brink
do
will
you?
not be
What?
on.
I mean, where is this?
Neither will Blaney Hamilton. Like some play, if you're injured or not
We also
starting the
took
season,
Deladon off our list also.
it's
Can you send
right.
me the link so I can look at the list?
Yes, I will pull this up. This will be on Moreau Sports Media. Y'all be able to look at it, check it out on the final Moreau Sports Media. I can check that out. But that will be on the So all right, but yes, I will send you the link, Malik. I got you. Let me just I want to tweak it up a little bit more and make it spruce it up a little bit. But yeah, Asia Wilson had at 1, Phoebe had at 2, Stewie at 3, Clark, Jonquel, Alyssa Thomas, NECA, Kalia, Enrique,
Oh,
and
I have
then
a breakout
Fatu
screen.
to round out the top 10.
Okay.
Is this valid or not? And then we're gonna keep going though.
Go scroll down so I can see the top of the list again.
Are
Okay.
we? Is
Um,
number 1 correct?
Wait,
Is number 2 correct?
yeah, I think it's either one of those two are the top two players to me in the league. So it's either going to be they're either going to be one or two.
all right, cool. So we're good on that. I mean, but
Yeah,
it's gonna get it gets a lot of people will put. I mean, I'm not ready to say
and I feel
Caitlin
like
better than
Stewie
Stewie.
had an injury last year that she was dealing with towards the back half of the season that was hampering her and it hampered her in the playoffs.
Right.
So we'll see how she does this year, but Caitlin could. It depends. Like I just think she's going to get this green light, and yeah. So we'll see what happens this year.
All right, so then obviously it goes down to Caitlin. Caitlin 3 or 4. I mean, I'm not gonna if you want to say she's the third best player, that's cool. But I need to see
I
it
mean,
first
we'll
before
see.
before. I just need to
But
see it
for
first.
people listening to this, I'm not saying that Caitlin is third or fourth best player in the whole league over every other player. I'm talking about in terms of votes that she will receive. She is good. She is going to have the numbers, and the media vote. She could get some media votes. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, because the list ESPN put out was wild. That
But
was a
she
little
is a
wild.
good player. She is good with the she may have high turnovers, but she's going to be and I don't think her turnovers are going to be as high as last year. Of course, last year's a rookie. This year, I think she'll rein that in a little. But she is going to have high turnovers, probably
Yeah.
most likely.
You're good. These are all the superstars and the franchise players. Then we have the elite talents, MVP level, still dominant. The first one to lead off would be Sabrina Ionescu, who I feel like just between
I
her and
think
Sabally.
Jackie Young. I honestly think the Aces, well, their starting lineup, they are because Jackie was injured last year a little bit. But yeah, okay, you got Sabrina. Sabrina, she's shooting that better this year. That'd be great because last year her three was off. And she was excelling in so many other areas, but it'd be great if her three comes back this year and it's formidable again.
I
Because last
agree.
year was a challenge.
Absolutely agree. Absolutely agree. So De'Erica, Kelsey, Ryan, Jewel, Aaliyah, Kayla,
Jewel
Angel.
can have a really good year too.
We'll
Yeah.
see. We got to see that. Alicia Gray.
Alicia, I mean, if Atlanta is good in the standings, that also means Alicia's playing
Right.
some good ball and she'll
It's
be
true.
higher than this. Yeah.
And also Kayla McBride, we put at
Kayla,
20.
yes.
She
Kayla
she did
McBride,
super
yes.
well and Unrivaled. She was amazing.
Yes.
Ice in
Yes.
her veins.
Kayla could be good too. Yep. Kayla. Yep. Kayla's looks a little low. She looks she should be higher.
Then we put Kayla. Okay, where would you put Kayla? Over Jewel and
Um,
Ryan? Kelsey, where are we putting her? 20 to what?
Kayla I mean 20 to at least between 10 and 15. 20 is just too low.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
I mean, in terms of the Minnesota Lynx to be, you have Fee. Yeah, you have Courtney Williams there, but I think her number two, I think that to me, you have Kayla McBride right after Fee is who I look at as leaders on that team. And
All right.
Courtney Williams, of course.
We went into tier 3, which is like strong contributors, key starters, rising stars. Dejanay Carrington, Rickea,
Yeah.
Phoebich, Ina Charles, Camila Cardoso. Probably, I would probably switch 2 of them right now. Brittany Sykes, Brianna, Shakira.
Natasha Cloud, depending on how she plays, she can really have an impact on us because we're going to need her without Benijah.
It's a
Uh,
good list. It's a good list. You see,
it's
notice
a
it's not
good
finished.
list. It's a
Notice
good
it's not
list.
finished. Notice it's not finished. But y'all are seeing the rough, obviously. But this is a pretty decent list. We put this Kiki. I
This is
put
a
Kiki in
pretty
top
decent
50.
list.
Yeah. Lexi Brown, Carly Samuelson, Sophie Cunningham, Kia Nurse, Monique Billings, and then we talked about notables off the list: Kennedy Carter, Cameron Brink. They'd probably be around here in this part. Actually, I put Kennedy Carter at top
You
25.
mean Kennedy who?
Kennedy Carter should be top 25, truthfully, or probably like top
Or
20.
Kennedy Carter, I don't think is going to be in the league this year.
No, no, no. I'm
I
saying
know.
I put it as a notable as like she was left off. So she was left off.
Oh, right.
And I
And
was
I
saying where
really,
should it
and
be?
Cheyenne is not playing the whole season.
Correct. Which is
That
why I
I
left her off.
wish
Right.
she was,
Correct.
man, if she was playing, then the Aces, man. I mean, I have losing her for a lot of the for at least half the season. That's going to hurt.
So yeah, this and then I'm working on 61 through 100 right now. We're almost at some names though that are on it: Anissa Morrow, Vandersloot, Marine Johannes, Engsler, Ari McDonald, Sonia Citron is top
Yeah,
100.
man.
I
Yeah.
put Ray Burrell, Isaiah James, Tahina Powell. I put
Okay.
Haley Van Lith on this list as well. She's top 100 easily. JC Sheldon, Lee Rue, Xana Lazzini, Diamond DeShields. Who was our 100th best player? 100th best player in the W. Who do you think I put that at that spot? Or
I'm not even going to act like I
I
I
know.
put
mean,
Damaris Dantas, Zaya Cook, and Maya Caldwell. The 3 of them are fighting for 100. So, but that was our top 100. If y'all had any thoughts, you'll be able to check out that article. Moreau Sports Media will be releasing it this week. So I'm going to work on 61 through 100 tonight. That should be up sometime tonight, if not tomorrow
Okay.
morning. And then each day, so it'll be a 61 to 100, 30 through, etc. And then the last 2. So it'll be dropped before the opening day. And that being said, if we have any closing thoughts, that was that's our whole spiel today.
I mean, I'll be at the ring ceremony for the first Liberty
Nice.
ring
oh,
ceremony.
nice.
I have a half season ticket for the Liberty, so I'll be at half the games this year.
Good for you.
Tickets
Nice.
really went up throughout the W this year, but especially in the top markets. I'm jealous of the Las Vegas fans because they didn't get as much of a ticket boost as some other markets. But yeah, I'll be at
Indiana
half.
went up like $200 a ticket, $300 a ticket.
I agree. I under
Crazy.
Caitlin. Y'all paying for Caitlin? yeah, paying for not her contract, but just her popularity. And you're paying for that new center, the new training facility. But I'm just, but you know what? I'm happy for the W teams, all of them. The Fever had some really tough years back in, you know what I mean? Like, so to see where they are is great. And the Liberty, like, but one day we got to talk about these gifts that some of these teams give out because
You said
Liberty,
gifts? What do you
the
mean? What are you
gifts they
talking
give out the season ticket holders.
about?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Is
Liberty,
bad?
I mean, Aces had probably the best. They usually give out some really good gifts. Liberty really stink when it comes to that.
New
Um,
York Liberty, get it together.
they need to get it together. But we'll see. I mean, I'm this Saturday. We got to be here early just so we can. The game is early. The game starts at 1,
Who do
so
you?
we
they need to
got to
abolish
be
these
there. We got to
1 o'clock
be in
games,
seat by
bro.
like
Yeah.
we
I
got
don't
to
know
be
why
in
they do
seat
this.
by like 12:30 because like the ring ceremony starts around that time, and I'm like, this game is too early, yo.
They need to
You know
stop.
what I mean?
WNBA, please stop with the 1 o'clock games
And then I'm gonna have to run home. By the time I get home, I'm gonna have to watch the
at
Fever.
3 or 4. If they play at
Right.
3, I
You know, I have
think.
to
Like
watch that on playback. I'm gonna have to
I
watch the
don't get
replay.
it. Is that on? Oh, I was about to say playback. They don't have the WNBA streaming yet because we'll be streaming on playback during the games too. So believe that.
Yeah, I'll be doing a replay of that when I get home, basically.
Jordan, you're up. Closing thoughts.
Closing thoughts. Like any closing thoughts?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Anything you want to say?
Jason Tatum, get well soon.
Amen.
Yeah, seriously. He had a
That sucks,
surgery
man.
already today. That's so
Yeah.
sad.
He had
It,
a ruptured Achilles.
it's sad because he's obviously we don't want to see athletes get hurt, so it does suck.
Yeah,
So
that was sad.
even if
I
you're a
feel so
Celtic
bad for her.
JT or a Dookie JT, get well soon. And that's from a
I'm not
heartfelt.
I'm not a Boston fan, but man,
No, none of us
that
want to
was
see
Man,
Achilles.
painful.
Yeah,
that
and
That
sucks.
was
the
painful.
only good thing. Thank God you're still young. You could come and recover.
Right.
Take the year off, get
Yeah.
recovered, but get well soon. Yeah, for sure, absolutely for
Yeah.
sure. My closing thoughts. Let people. Well, I ain't gonna say it, but actually, shout out to the Dallas Wings and shout out to Kurt Miller for putting together a great roster. Um, I think the Wings are gonna expect to do a lot of things. And Maisha Hines Allen, Alyssa Smith, they're looking to have a
Maisha Hines Allen was such a really, I
great
mean,
pickup for the Wings. A great pickup.
the Lynx letting that one slip,
That was a great
man.
pickup. Yep,
Yeah,
she might be their starting center. We'll see, but
Yeah.
that's a great pickup for the Wings.
yeah,
So
that was a great pickup.